Now, John, I believe you have a quite a humorous take on the pandemic. Go ahead.
Well, one evening I was at home, as one often is, and I have a friend that does some chores, and one of them is that he answers the door and deals with any callers. And his name is James, but for some reason I call him James the Bewildered. Because he's often bewildered about various things, so it just is a name I put on him. And so I was at home this evening and I was pondering kind of the spring was in the air, and I was just visualising that I could be perhaps move towards the seaside and walk along the beach and look at the tide coming in and out as it has done for centuries. And when I'm gone, it'll be still coming in and out. And the sea air, so good for the soul and spirit. I was visualising this, and perhaps bring a deck chair with me, and if the day is pleasant, sit down and sniff the sea air. Very healthy. So the next thing is James the Bewildered interrupted my reverie and told me that there was a Mr. Virus pandemic at the door. Who did you say? I said to James the Bewildered. Mr. Virus pandemic, he says. Well, I said, find out who he is, because I don't know any Mr. Virus pandemic. And ask him where he's from and what his business is. So James went out and came back in and told me that Mr. Virus pandemic was from China. China? Well, what's the point of somebody calling to my door from China and Mr. Virus pandemic don't know nothing about? Tell him to clear off and get in a slow boat and go back to China. Well, James come back in shortly after that and says, I told that to Mr. Virus pandemic, but as I was coming from the door, he seemed to mutate and he come in through the keyhole. What I said, he come in through, close that door and put the key in it so he doesn't get in through the keyhole, and put something under the door in case there's a bit of a... I'm clearing out the back door, and if Mr. Virus comes in and then mutates into something else, tell him I'm gone to the hills. This story is going to be continued.
I look forward to it, John Malone.
We'll see what happens.
We will.